All right, so we are back again and we are going to try something new. We are going to talk about our BITNEST and PopMax. As you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I was just dealing with the communication of WhatsApp versus Telegram. And of course, Telegram is more secure. Also, for those who I may have forgotten to say it in the first video, but for Telegram, when in 2022, which I'm going to search for, yeah, just for you all. What year did we have the blackout in social media? Right. October the 4th or something, right? Facebook, Instagram, everything went down, right? Everything just went down, right? Telegram did not go down. We was chatting. Telegram is the dark web. It continues like normal. Nothing stops that there. So in case of World War III or whatever is the case, when we continue praying for that situation out in the out where those bases there, and we know the situation has taken place. So we just continue praying and praying and hoping that that war does not start. But that war is not about that. That war is something else. I just a side thing. I went back into history to see it was 2014. That was the First World War. And so they say it's kind of technically history repeats itself every 100 years. So I hope we don't have to experience that, right? We have all different types of war right now, but our financial wars, different war, but we don't want that kind of war at all, right? So I'm switching over to the next phone to deal with Telegram and the MetaMask. So the first thing, you would have registered for MetaMask. Everybody has the information already. Look, a guy was just looking at my status. My status, I have it loaded up for the last day and different stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And people are looking at my status. There's a lot of stuff on my status because it's my last day, right? And I'm posting up the earnings, right, that I received on 21st. And then what did I receive on 20th? So 21st, I had 23,206. And this is Cryptex. And then I had 26,677. Go back to 206. So that's actually 1,400. I have 1,400 USDT. If you multiply by 8, that's good money. So let's look at this is 26,677. And I may need to shift the screen for a moment and see what the deal is and just say, well, okay, it's around 1,400. And if I go to calculate 1,400 on a daily basis, it's an average, just say 1,400 USDT, 1,400 USDT multiplied by 8.6, that's good money. That's $12,000. On average, most times it earns around 20,000 USDT. 20,000 TT dollars on average when I go to calculate it. Maybe if I calculate, so I'm glad that it's fluctuating on a daily basis, so you've seen it's real, right? This is my personal account with only one contract in it, and yes, you can see what it was on the 22nd. Today's the 23rd. I haven't yet gone and do that. So every day I go in and I mine my own PB, MYOPB, mine your own personal business. This is your business, so you have to mine it. Nobody has to mine it for you. What has been happening is that we have been trying to assist so many people and educate persons. A lot of persons are missing the point of some of the work that we do behind the scene. And this is what we call your own development. I am never asking you to do what I do because my skill set started since 1981. So I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to at least learn something and be efficient at it. Like example, I'm going to share back the screen now. And I'm going to share back screen with the laptop. And I am only sharing the screen because I'm using partial of the screen. Partial screen. If I have to show a video, it's just the video scene alone. If I am watching my WhatsApp, I'm seeing somebody, I'm learning how to multitask. If I need to send a message inside the chat room, I'm sending a message inside the chat room as we speak right now. And it's not taking up the whole place. It's just there alone. And I send a message in chat. It's not blocking out like right now. If it's not what most presenters have it, it's blocking out. So you're seeing it black on your screen here. Where it is. It's right. You are not seeing it, but I have it up there. If I put the here, yes, you're not seeing it either. If I take my picture and I put it up, it's not showing up there, but I just wherever I put the mouse, so I say I'm using partial screen. Now if I was using the whole screen, you would have seen black spots right there. So that's a advancement in how you can share your screen for those who are into Zoom. All right, I'm going to go now to my MetaMask. So one moment here as we bring up the MetaMask, which is dealing with PopMax and BITNEST. So I'm going to work first the PopMax, which is the one that is really popping right about now. I put in my password here. Yep. And I click on unlock. Now I can share the screen officially because that's what Zoom is saying, that you're sharing your they're not seeing the password, but it's too close to comfort. And they said that will have your screen. You will not be able to share that with anyone because they will block me, and they have done so a few times. I'm not able. That is flagged. So here I go. I'm sharing my screen on my next device now, and it's seen it's half screen. So on half screen, I can have here like this. I can have my Telegram on half, and I'm working, right? The same way like our WhatsApp. This is the Telegram here on one half, on the Telegram here, and I on the next side here, and they could be working side by side. I'm going to put it up for full screen. I'm going to put up the MetaMask now because I just logged in. Select the information, bring this on small. And here is the MetaMask. Okay, I have to put in the password again. 1 second here. Let me stop that share. Let's see Zoom. Right. Let me stop the share. Put up the MetaMask quick. And in we go. And share back the screen. Right. And when you share any screen or via phone, there was a little knob right at the side, which is to say, yeah, give me it one time. Right. So I'm inside here, and it's MetaMask. Everybody know how to register. You download MetaMask and you register MetaMask, right? And then the knob, it have a knob. You see the knob in the middle there? Onto the right-hand side, the first one. When you click on that, it will bring up where what company you want to be. So you are inside of your MetaMask, which is your own personal wallet. And let's just say you want to see BITNEST. You want to see what's happening with BITNEST on the last. Yeah, so you connect. Yeah, you connect. This is via phone. And it tells you your smart contract, assigning with BITNEST.me. Sure. And you are connecting to your MetaMask wallet. Okay, click it again. It'll ask you the question, confirm. And here you are, so up on the top right-hand side with the bell notification, you see it has been there, it's there, right? So it has 39 million in liquidity, right? And that's as good as it is. Click on join loop, right? And your funds would have been inside of your MetaMask already. You would have had the BNB gas with. And you could start with any figure. Let's start with 5,000 US. If you don't have 10,000 US. And you put 5,000 US to loop for 1 day. Now your MetaMask will show if you know that you have funds in your MetaMask and you're not seeing anything here, or you're seeing at zero, and you go back into your MetaMask and you see the funds, then you are supposed to just log out and log back in. Just come on here, click on disconnect. I call it disconnecting. Swipe the phone, bam, bring back up the MetaMask. Gonna ask you to log back in. Let me stop the share screen. Boom. Log into your MetaMask. Logging in now. Unlock. Come up. Share screen. Bam. Share screen. Right, share entire screen. This is via my phone, yeah? Good. MetaMask is up. Right, so you see when my wallet's in $6.81. When I click on the tokens, it's telling me that that is just in the BNB, which is the gas, and then the Binance BUSD is 9 cents. So 9 cents wouldn't show up. That is 1/10 of a cent then. Because that is 0.09, right? 1/10 of a cent. So that wouldn't show up at all. So, okay, so just click on the knob next to it and come back in here. Click on connect. Click on confirm. And some of us know when we get our payout, some of us will try. Well, if you're trying small money all the time, small crypto, like me, I'm trying small, I'm going in my account. On top right, and you see it's there, the way the green next to the bell is up. Now we're seeing, now remember it was saying 00. Now we're seeing 86 cents. So I really now inside my account, but before it was saying 0. At least it's saying 86 cents now. So if I leave 10,000 USDT and I leave it for 1 day, I will only get $40. If I leave it for 7 days, I will get $400, which is 0.4%. If I leave it for 9 days, I get, for 14 days, sorry, I'll get 9.5%. And if I decide to leave it for 20 days, which is the best, is 24%, which is $2,400. So 10,000 USDT is actually 86,600 TT dollars. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying how we live here, right? That 10,000, that 2,400 USDT that we earn in 20 days time, that is good money. I'm not trying to hide anything. At 8.6 or 8.5 or whatever it is, that's $20,400. That's good money. Yeah, you don't try to flinch that, right? He himself had to sell it to the crypto broker, and the crypto, he had to make a profit. Yeah, he wants you want the cash, and you get for 19,200 off the bat. You're sending the crypto to him, and he will send the funds to your account as the case may be, or whatever, however you decide to get it, right? Right? So $19,200 there. And that $19,200 is good money because 10,000, so you would have gotten back your capital that you would have put out. Oh Lord, this thing again. You see how fast it is? You got to be touching inside there. 1 second again, guys. That's the only thing, and I have to stop it because the Zoom will tell me you're showing people your password, and because of that, going on YouTube, that cannot go up on YouTube. And that would be a sad thing because I wouldn't have time. Tomorrow I'm out from since 5 o'clock in the morning until about maybe at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night. So when I come back, it's just barely, it's just to catch that last 3 hours before midnight and then uninstall my WhatsApp. Right? So, okay, I'm back here. I have to connect. Right, it's connected back here. Right, so you see, I click on join now, and it should have 0.86 or something like that show up there. Yep, here it is. And so look and see, I have done my own thing, 103, $60, even $1.93 or 94 cents. And that's the next 4 days for it has been going for 28 days, and it's in 20 days, 28 days. So I mean, I have no problem because I've tried it with small money, small poquito money. So when big money come, it's not a problem for me. And these are some of the businesses that we have looked at and we are comfortable with it. And so 10,000 USDT for 28 days is small. I know some people who will put 100,000. They have the family plan for those who understand how to do the family plan. If you're not sure, maybe by that time, you could check somebody, right? So this is 10,000 and at 100,000 USDT. Some people will say, no, upon I could what we are doing. I'm not a financial advisor, so what I will do, I will take out the profit and leave the capital in. So some people might say, no, I don't want to risk 100,000. I could risk 10,000, right? From whatever from our next company that will pay out at some point in time. We look to see what's happening in that meeting on September the 4th. But let's just say 10,000. After 4 months of withdrawing the capital, withdrawing the profits, that is 96%. Because 24 by 4 is 96%. So some people would then feel comfortable maybe to compound it then and just take the capital and compound it. Remember, it's all up to you. It's how you think. The beauty about it is that you get the capital and the profit out immediately, and it's your choice what you want to look back. How much, whatever you amount to lose. So if you feel after let's say 5 months or 6 months, you want to leave that 10,000, then of course you leave it. If your choice, you want to get the maximum, you leave it for the 28 days. It gives you 12,400. Then you want to put back the 12,000. You select max 12,400, and then it will give you back 15,376. 15,376. So 15,376, you just back it back here. 15,376. 15,376. So that if you want to leave it, 376, right? And then 376. And so after 3 months, you reach back to 19,000. So remember, it started with 10,000, but you choose to compound the profit and the capital in, and so technically after 3 months, just after 3 months, on the 4th month, you would have made back your 100%. So that's the choice that people has if they want to just compound with the capital, or they want to just take out the profit immediately and just leave the capital in. The choice is yours. For some people who have to eat and live and use this thing, I use that because I took early retirement. So obviously I need cash on a monthly basis, and this is what I'm using for cash. I'm using this in this system. So if I know that when I see I'm calling the company name and they have paid out, let's say, and we have that, I could see myself after playing with those small things, I could see myself with 100,000. I'm not asking it because we know how much we would have earned, and I could see ourselves with 100,000 doing that, and I could just need for 1 month, just 1 month. I don't need for everything. 1 month, and then take out the 124,000 comes out at the end of the first month, and I say, okay, good. Let me take out 10,000, and I can leave 14,000 inside there. I can play it safe, and I can leave 14,000. Your strategy or whatever it is, I'm not a financial advisor for you. I'm showing you what I would have done with my own money, and so I would have taken 14,000 and let it compound and everything, and my 100,000 would have been out in my either keep key or whatever it's you want to store your funds or so forth, and then I would have taken 10,000, and that's good money. Yeah, you don't try and hide that. I don't know when last week we checked that money, but 10,000 USDT multiplied by 8 at 8 to 1, that is 80,000 TT. That 80,000, that is more than enough money for us to live for the whole year. We don't have to overspend. We're living simple, going through whatever it is. oops, can come back to my MetaMask because I know it's gonna pop out. And I could see myself living on that 10,000. Very simple, and take my rest of money and diversify our business. That's what I am into. I'm into diversify brutally, right? All my eggs would not be in one market. I'm diversifying, and so obviously this is some of the programs that Michael and I have agreed on. Some of them have not worked. Okay, that's right. So some of them will not work. We will know if it doesn't work, is to join it, right? But I mean, you're not going to put, thank God is we have not got our major payout, but that's why we have to try. We have to try with the smaller companies, and this has been working from since 2016 or 2017 or 18. I think it's 2016 or 17, 18. One of the years, this company has been to have lots of information, education. You can click on here, read all about it. Oops, yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. I'll come back to MetaMask. Yeah, come back into BITNEST now. Right. And you could forget on the phone now. So the phone is set up slightly different from the laptop or your tablet. You'll see everything to the bottom, right? But if you scroll here, right? So and then afterwards you want to read more information, you have all the different things here, right? So they have the Telegram, and that's where I found the Telegram group, and I go. But that Telegram group is a brutal. That Telegram, so I'm on another device now. That Telegram is very rough. Do not join that Telegram unless you know what you're doing there. What I have done is take the information from the Telegram, which I'm just trying to bring up here. Good. I've taken the information from the Telegram, and I've created a chat room called Community Info on, yes, you can see there. And so when you see BITNEST is not only English inside it, so I peruse and get the information, and what I see that is maybe good for us there. Nothing at this time here. There's somebody's just sharing it here. They're showing it that they had 91 and they left it for 14 days, or they leave 12 for 28 days, and they leave 25, and they leave that, right? Right. And so, your choice what you want to leave it. So that's it. And then that one will be talking here. And then that one is talking if there's something that makes sense when I going through and perusing. Yeah, they're showing you what is burned today. I select the information, I put it over into Exodus, movement of color with that's GS Pro plus that one, everything connected there inside there. And then it has the how much was bought. People want to see that, the tokenomics. You select it, Exodus, and send it to that, right? Right, and then just press the arrow back to get back at the other things, and if you just peruse, it tell you what was totally burnt. Select, boom, I done my work done. It's not easy for me who have been sharing the information. Now, if you don't look, that's not my fault, but all this stuff is there. Happy harvesting, right? Another harvest come out, boom, Exodus, movement of God's people. Forward that, and all the information is there. Yeah, you are seeing where it is, and normally I have to take this and copy this, and it takes a longer period to send all that over to about 5 or 6, 7. Okay, looking at something, it happened on Sunday, select, boom, paste. Some people ask me, man, what is it about? I barely even get a chance to read it because all I'm doing is sending the information just as the communicator going forward, trying to find the information for you all, right? And then send it there, and then you make the choice what you want to do. It's remember, you in charge of your business. God forbid that if something should happen to Marlon and Michael and everyone else who are the leaders, you who are listening to this YouTube or who are live here should be able to, because we are teaching you. One guy told me today or yesterday, yeah, he said this information that you are sharing is not for free. He said he pays $400 to $500 per session. I tell him a lie. He showing me the proof for the information in some of the networks, they charge them by the session. And you will come, not a problem. The information is not being shared. They have to be on a live session and they charge, like what I'm teaching here, 4 to 5. I say, partner, I charge $100 a month for communication starting from September month. From $100, if you want to be in the communication chat, yeah. But I'm just creating the chats where the information is, at least there, because sometimes it's easier, like how I have it set up in Telegram. And I say, okay, we could try it and see. And so that's why I've invited you all inside the Telegram groups to see how it works and see how the information, you just have to go and read the information, take it, and then you could copy it over to your WhatsApp if the persons are not there, and then educate them that they need to get on the Telegram group because it's going to be much easier. I think that is much easier for me and even for Michael and for those who do the communications. I see Joe has taken an active part of sending the Darwin information. He finds it wherever he finds it and he sends it. Maybe it comes, he has it set his phone up with a ping. So when Darwin shoots out a video, he sends the video. All the videos I get and I post out to you all is through Joe. I am not getting any at all. Maybe I didn't get a chance to look at my phone, right? So I want to move on to the last one here. And all that time I talking to you, I'm going back in the MetaMask and just do it. I know it already, time out already. Yep. I know it already. So I'm going to go to PopMax now. I'm going to stop the recording and do PopMax separate, right? Good. Because I have different strategies that are taking place in PopMax. All right. One moment.